Hello, I'm Kathy Elliott, an independent Norwez sales consultant, and I'm going to talk to you today about the microfiber booster. This is now in our liquid form. So I have a steamy pot of water, so let's get to it. First of all, it says it's basically 1 tablespoon per gallon, or the 4 tablespoons per your washer load. I was at an event and we had a heavy traffic and I was there for several days. And so let's just look at some of these. This is the mop pad. I think you can see that it is very full. I brushed it out often. This is the yellow one. So this is another color of the mop pad that you can get. And I'm going to do a soak before I put them in the laundry. And I have other things here too, other pads. So let's get started. First of all, let's look at how steamy the water is. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see really good what we're looking at here. You can see that steam come right out of there. This is not boiling. This is so important that it's just steamy. Right? I've heard often people say, oh yeah, you do the boiling method. And I always say, no, not boiling. You want to just get it steamy. All right. So this is my measuring spoon. I'm going to give this a little, not shake well, it's stir well, right? We're just getting the enzymes combined together in here in this, and then we can feel the difference of the bottle. It gets heavier feeling. It's just that it's more mixed up. All right. So we're to that point. Count with me. Now, this is only 3 gallons of water, so I'm only going to put 3 tablespoons in here. And if it wasn't that these mop pads were really needing a heavy soak and a couple of the towels, I'd probably actually cut this down to 2 tablespoons in this 3 gallons. All right, I didn't even fill that third one up all the way. I'm going to give it a little stir. Just making sure that my brew is stirred well. All right, got to reach across there. So we're going to start putting these down into the water. Also, I suggest you have some sort of tool to push down your pads or your claws, whatever you're using into the soak, because you do not want to touch that water, right? It's super hot. Second mop pad. Now, the amazing thing about the new formulation of the microfiber booster cleaner is that it has 4 enzymes instead of 2. 4, double the power. Got a cloth. This was used for several days up there at the event to show the demo of cleaning the mirror, getting the Vaseline off. This actually was in a food storage container, and I forgot to use up the end of it, and so I'm going to actually do this as a deep soak as well, just in case there's anything in there that I didn't get rinsed out, and I want to make sure it's all the way out before I put it through the laundry. All right. Okay, so we're going to let this soak for probably about 10 minutes. So we'll be back in 10. Hey, we're just about halfway through the soak, and I just wanted you to see the water. Now, before, it used to get really like a icky, brown, watered down chocolate milk kind of look, and it's not doing that. And it's because of those 4 enzymes that are in here. They continue to eat up all the junk, and it's just amazing. Okay, I'll check back with you in a moment. Oop, jiggled my camera. Okay, I'm back. It has been the full 10 minutes. So we are here at about 4:30, halfway through the video, or 4 minutes and 30 seconds is what I was trying to say. So I'm going to bring you in so you can see that the water does not look like that mucky, ucky color that it used to look like. I think you can see that the water is still looking pretty clear. And again, the water is still really steamy hot. So this is when, if I had a lot to do more than what could fit in here, I would probably even keep going. Now you're gonna see that what I mean by keep going, I would add more claws. And I think you can see that like the dirt that's in here in the yellow, it's gonna show up better than if I show you the rose gold colored mop set pad. So you can see that it's still pretty ground in here. But what's happened is that these enzymes have gone to work to start lifting it out. And you can see a little bit of the discoloration in the water. You can see it's a little bit brown. See this? I think you can see there. And that is what I expect with this new powerful enzyme cleaner, is that it's not going to turn that chocolate, watered down chocolate milk look, which was, ugh. The other thing is, these are not slimy. The powder, as great as it was, I really did like it. But the fact that when I pull these out, it's not slimy feeling. It is just normal. Feels like a normal pad. So let's just talk about the safety of rinsing out these really hot pads. First of all, we're going to carefully pour the water out into the sink. You see how brown the water is as I'm pouring it out? Now I'm going to run just regular water from my tap, nothing special here. And I'm going to just start really slowly running that over there. Now this is still really hot, so just going to start squeezing this out. And we just rinse these out. I'm not going to keep you a long time showing you that we rinse these out. I didn't get all the water dumped out. Hold on. All right. So pick a small one. Let's pick the small cloth here. Bring you in a little closer again. There. Now that the water has run over this one, I can handle it. So this is just what I'm going to do. Rinse each of these out enough that I can handle it, and I can get it over to the washer, because I'm going to be putting these into, like I said, these are going straight into the laundry. And I have shown other videos what it looks like after soaking, what it is at the end. But the most important thing I wanted to share with you, and not have you watch the whole process, wait till the end of the wash load, it's just that these are not slimy and they're easy to handle. It is still rather warm, rather hot. And honestly, at this point, if there was something currently that I saw that I still wanted to clean up before putting this in the laundry, as wonderful as this cloth feels, I probably would go ahead and use it. So are you saying, would you use that right away after just soaking it? Yes, I would on this one. I'm still going to launder it sooner rather than later, which is actually going to be right away today. But the mop pads, I don't think you saw me put this one in. Just going to gently squeeze it out. You can see again some of the stuck in soiled dirt. Ooh, that's hot water. But it's going to come out clean. Just trust me. You can see some of my other videos where I show the stuff coming out clean. So what do? You get a hold of me if you have more questions. Again, it's Kathy Elliott, Independent Norwez Sales Consultant. You can connect with me on my website at www.norwex.com/Kathy with a K, Elliott, 2 L's, 2 T's. So it's KATHYELLIOTT. Now, you can also message me through there. So you can email me or message me from my website. If you want like right away, you can text me. So it's 515-717-3284. You need to identify yourself in my text. You need to say, hey, I saw your video about, this is my question in your text message to me, or I will not reply to you if you do not identify yourself. So through the website, it makes you identify yourself. I think you can understand why I would want you to do that. I hope you can. So thank you for being a part of my Norwez family, seeing these videos. If this was shared to you by another consultant, please continue working with that consultant. If you are new to me and new to Norwez, I'd love having you in my Norwez community. Have a blessed day.